were all very important. I want to bring to this side of the table the representative of the state government, Prince Adeniran Wahid Kasali, Permanent Secretary of the Oversight, and PSR. The representative of the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Mrs. Iyabo Kutiliba. The Vice Chancellor, Dr. Oluremi Olale. The VC is telling me I should act. Okay, acting Vice Chancellor. The chairperson of COREG, reason why we are here. Hajia, Regia, Ismail, and Leka, you are welcome. Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor,
the name of God, the beneficent, we appreciate you, O Allah, for bringing every one of us here today from different parts of the country. We ask you for your guidance, for your direction, as we commence the 82nd conference of the Registrars from various polytechnics across the country and colleges of technology. We pray that we record successes upon successes, and as we move from today's program to the end of the program, we all go together to our various destinations in peace and harmony. In the name of the God, the Almighty, the Eternal, we pray.
Thank you, Madam. Slight modification in the program because of our time. I'd like to invite the representative of the state government, Prince Adeniran Wahid Kasali, to formally declare the ceremony open.
Thank you very much. The anchor, the professional anchor for this very important occasion holding today in the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. Yes, I am here to represent the special advisor to Mr. Governor on Education, that's Barrister Tokunbo Philip Wahab, as the permanent secretary of the office, invited here to grace the occasion of Conference of Registrars of Polytechnics and Colleges of Technology in Nigeria. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of Lagos State University of Science and Technology, that's our own Professor Dikutu, ably represented here by a member of Council. You are welcome. The Acting Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University of Science and Technology, Professor Nuruddin Olaleye. Please, a round of applause for him. That's a paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift, and very important even in the history of tertiary education development in Lagos State today. The acting Dr. Godolu, I'm here to see make late, the acting DC of academics here. Our university librarian, let me put it that way. I want to the librarian here, then the chairman of COREG, that's our own idea, Rokia Usman here. Then our registrar, Lagos State University of Science and Tech. Let me Lagos State University of Science and Tech. Our open Bello Shakudin. Registrars here from various polytechnics and technology. Distinguished participants here today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to present the opening remarks of the special advisor to Mr. Governor on Education, that's our own Barrister Philip Wahab, at this very important conference of Registrars of Polytechnic Colleges of Technology in Nigeria, holding today at the School of Agriculture Auditorium of the Lagos State University of Science and Tech, Ikorodu. It is indeed an honor to be in the midst of academia and professional administrators of our polytechnics and colleges of technology across the country. We are particularly happy, delighted that the body has chosen Lagos State as the venue of the 82nd COREG regular meeting. This is very, very important to us as a government because you have not only brought seasoned administrators of polytechnics and colleges of technology closer to the seat of power. Your presence here today also reflects your confidence in various ongoing reforms in our educational system, which are geared towards the positioning education in the state to rank among the best in the world. One of such reforms recently was the upgrading, transmutation of this great college, that is, former Lagos State Polytechnic Ikorodu, into Lagos State University of Science and Technology. Then another remarkable achievement was the transmutation of our former colleges of education into University of Education in Ganiki and Ekwe campus. This effort reflects administrative excellence and doggedness, particularly the commitment of Mr. Governor, that's our own Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Please, a round of applause for him. It's a remarkable achievement that in the history of tertiary education development in Nigeria. The state government will be transmuting polytechnics and colleges of education into 2 universities in Nigeria today. This effort is aimed at increasing access to university education by our youth who annually seek for university admission but could not succeed as there is only one state university to address the needs of students of over 22 million population. You will agree with me that when it comes to education in Lagos State, Lagos is the place to be because Lagos is safe, Lagos is secure, Lagos is functional, and Lagos is productive. As the carrying capacity of the only state-owned university, LASU became a problem as only less than 10% of admission seekers would only be admitted. It became clear that there was the need for additional state university. It must give our teeming youth access to university education. We need to address youth restiveness, and the only way we can do that is to engage our youth meaningfully by coming up with universities that meet the needs of the 21st century. In addition, the establishment of University of Science and Technology is a direct response to the 21st century global educational requirements. As we all know, the 21st century education is knowledge-driven, and acquisition of information technology is very key. And Lagos State Polytechnics was strategically positioned in view of the achievement of that college for transmutation to university. Please, a round of applause for the former managers of LASUSTECH. The administration of media development, by making it the 3rd pillar of the 6th developmental agenda, as encapsulated in themes. That is our T. T is for traffic management and what? Transportation. H is for health and environment. E is for education and what? Technology. M is for making Lagos a 21st century economy, while the E there is for entertainment and tourism, and the last S is what? Governance. Because security and what? Good governance. Education and technology is placed at the middle there, and LASUSTECH was strategically positioned. Now, taking its rightful place is LASUSTECH, Lagos State University of Science and Technology. The Lagos State government, realizing that education is the pillar upon which other development pillar rests on, has continued to invest in education as a necessity for achieving sustainable development. Our tertiary institutions have continued to witness various infrastructure development, while the state government has continued to fund researches and other academic programs in our institutions to ensure that those institutions excel and become one of the best in the world. Late last year, you will recall that the former Lagos State Polytechnic was rated as the 3rd best polytechnic in Nigeria by a 10-based higher institution. Yes, and the 2nd this year, and the best polytechnic in Nigeria. Please, a round of applause for that. Transmoving to Lagos State University of Technology, Science and Tech, and with the achievement in the past, we are beginning to have a vision. Our vision is not blurred at all. We have one of you who has administratively prepared the institution. Who was the secretary of COREG. So thank you very much. As I declare this 82nd conference of Registrars of Polytechnics and Colleges of Education in Nigeria open, I want to charge you to use the opportunities of this conference to chart a new course for advancing educational development in our polytechnics and colleges of technology, such that institutions will continue to produce graduates that are not only self-confident and self-reliant, but capable of meeting the technological needs of the country. As administrators of the nation's citadel of knowledge in technical works and technology, we must design programs and courses that will stand the test of time, where graduates of our polytechnics and colleges of technology will be competent to provide technical needs for economic growth and sustainable development. As we all know, the era of white-collar job is gone. I charge you to have a robust discussions and passionate ways of improving quality of teaching and learning, as well as research developments in our polytechnics and colleges of technology, so that our polytechnics and colleges of technology will rank the best in the world. Once again, I want to, on behalf of the Lagos State government, our own Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Omishola Sanwo-Olu, and particularly the vibrant leadership of our special advisor to Mr. Governor, that's Mr. Tokunbo Philip Wahab. Thank you for considering Lagos State as the venue of this conference, and I want to assure you of your safety. You are in good hands. Our acting PC, our deputy PCs, top level. Lagos State is what? In Lagos is not only for show. Lagos is for action, and the action will be seen in the next 3 days that you are here. And I assure you of your safety and good hospitality throughout your stay in the state. I thank you for your attention as I declare this conference open to the glory of Almighty God and for successful delegation. Thank you very much. Sorry, I must take my leave. We have a very important assignment going on for the development of our tertiary institution, involving the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University and the principal officer on welfare of our staff. Very key. Whatever is achieved here will have a multiplier effect in LASUSTECH. And that is very important. Whatever is achieved here will have an effect on LASUSTECH. The commissioner told this here, because of this important conference and meeting, I've been excused to be here, and they've been waiting for me. But I told them by 11:30 I'll be here. I'm here to go. Please permit me. So that we can go and fight our cause, even in that place. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you. The permanent secretary representing the state government, Prince Adeniro Wahid Kasali. Well, there will be introduction now, but let me do for some others. The principal officers of COREG. I have here the powerful woman. When a woman is in charge, everything is calm. That's good. The current chairperson is Ajia Rachel's man, Malaika, the chairperson. But she needs a powerful man to guide her. And that's why we have the deputy chairman as a man, a barrister. Barrister Busari Morufu Salausa. The treasurer, Haladi Iliasu Zain Shaw. Thank you, sir. Our home registrar is the financial secretary. The public relations officer of the COREG is Dr. Mrs. Mary S. Inda. Is she here? She's not. And I have Kala Shahibu as the secretary. Thank you. Also, we have in our midst today a former registrar of this institution who is going to give us a brief talk. Princess Adetope Adebola Nsoko. Thank you, ma. Also to give support to registrar. The former registrar is also here, Mrs. Aderoke Ike. And I also have the former acting registrar. Look at this, the man is very old in this system. You are welcome, sir. Now it will be self-introduction. We'll do that briefly. I'm very proud to say also, Alaji Damalami, we have also produced many registrars from here. The current registrar of Para happens to be one of us. That's Mr. Kolawole Akonde. Please, Mr. Akonde, for recognition. Thank you. And many others like that. Yes, sir. That is a beautiful. Oh, we did so well. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please, briefly, we'll do the second.
Thank you. I am Awe Gilbert Ali, Federal Village.
I am Engineer Stella Imecheta, Nation Builders College of Technology and Sabah.
I am Aripo Eno, Federal Polytechnics, Uge, Cross River State. I am Ujo Adonari, Yokozukodani, Saki, Federal State.
I still remain Ignatius Innocent Jensen, Anambra State Polytechnics.
Mrs. M.T. Fawali from the Polytechnic Ibadan.
Dr. Okun John Tekhanen, Federal Polytechnic, Ghana.
My name is Kolawole Sheye. Maybe I should have another name. Omawale Abode. From this great institution, LASUSTECH. And I want to use this opportunity to sincerely appreciate the Lagos State government, the government council, and management for the sound training that I received here. It has tremendously helped me for my present schedule and for granting me the grace to serve my state. Once again, I say thank you to the state.
My name is Austin Azubike Oko, Registrar, Redeemers College of Technology and Management,
Mrs. Florence Wake is my name, Registrar, Delta State Polytechnic of Washington.
I am Dr. Mrs. Ihoma Ebizie, representing the Registrar Federal Polytechnic Naked.
I am Momo Mantel, Niger State Polytechnic Naked.
I am Dr. Adebisi Kodake Oshori, Registrar Federal Polytechnic Ilawi.
My name is Genga Olonishola, Registrar of the State Polytechnic, Bishop of the State. My name is Adele Emmanuel from the Remote Retired Polytechnic Nigeria,
Who was?
Nigeria.
I am Full Power Christopher Igeiwari, from the Federal Polytechnic Ekewe, Bayelsa State.
Thank you. We still await about 20 others. As I speak with you, they are away from the airport now. They will get there safely by the street. And now call our home registrar, Mr. Shakiruddin Adekunle Payload, for his welcome address.
Pro-Chancellor and Chairman to Council, LASUSTECH, Professor Kola Ojikutu, ably represented by Mrs. Iyabo Kute, a prominent member of our Council, the Acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Oluremi Olale, the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Dr. Olubide Betilelu, in absentia, the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Dr. Kolawole Odono, the University Bossa, Mr. Jerry Jinodu, the University Librarian, Mrs. Mubarak Yusuf, the Chairperson, Adia Rekia Usman Maleka, and esteemed members of COREG, Princess Ade Tokpe Adebola Kosoko, former registrar of the defunct Polytechnic, Mrs. Adero Kaidi, also former registrar of the defunct LASUSTECH, deans and directors of school here present, chief lecturers here present, directors of non-teaching departments, executive of staff unions, registry staff here present, president and other student union leaders, other invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. May I please crave your indulgence to request everybody here to rise and observe a minute silence in honor of two registry staff who passed on to glory while preparing for today's occasion. They are Mrs. Agnes Olufunmilayo Ogoshola, Deputy Registrar, Ms. Abolanle Abiola Awoyemi, Senior Computer Operator. May the good Lord grant their soul permanent rest. On behalf of the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Acting Vice Chancellor, management, staff, and our beloved students, I warmly welcome our distinguished body of registrars from various polytechnics and colleges of technology in Nigeria to the 82nd regular meeting of COREG holding in Lagos, the state of aquatic splendor and the state of excellence. Lagos was originally inhabited by the Awori subgroup of the Yoruba people in the 15th century. The Awori moved to an island now called Ido, and then to the larger Lagos island in the 16th century. The Awori settlement spread to the Benin, and Benin became a war camp called Ile Ibinu under the Oba at that time. Eko is still the native name for Lagos. Lagos was a name given to the settlement by the Portuguese. Throughout history, it was home to a number of warring ethnic Yoruba groups who had settled in the area. Following its early settlement by the Aworis nobility, the state first came to the attention of the Portuguese in the 15th century. The Portuguese explorer Rui de Segura visited the area in 1472, naming the area around the city Lago de Curamo, which means Lake of Curamo. Geographically, Lagos State is dominated by bodies of water, with nearly a quarter of the state's area being Lagos creeks and rivers. Lagos State is the largest city and former capital of Nigeria and largest city in Africa in terms of population. It is also the fourth largest economy in Africa. It is therefore no doubt that the hosting right given to our institution will create opportunity for knowledge sharing and collaboration. I welcome you all to Ikorodu. Our host community, Ikorodu Division, was at the creation of 12 states in Nigeria in 1967. One of the 5 divisions in Lagos State. Today, it is the largest local government in the state. It comprises Ikorodu Central Local Government, Ikorodu West Local Council Development Area, Ikorodu North LCDA, Ikoko/Bayeku LCDA, Imota LCDA, and Ijede LCDA. Each of these political/administrative arrangements has its own government to make decisions on local affairs, subject, however, to the directive of the state government and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The towns/settlements in the division include Ikorodu, Igogo, Ipakodo, Imota, Ijede, Egbe, Odobuyo, Ibeche, Oreta, and so on and so forth. Our institution has metamorphosized from Lagos State College of Science and Technology, LASUSTECH, which was established by the promulgation of Lagos State Edict No. 1 of 1978, with retroactive effect from 1st June 1977. It had its name changed to Lagos State Polytechnic, LASUSTECH, in 1988. It is no longer news that the Polytechnic has transmitted to University of Science and Technology, LASUSTECH, following the assenting to the bill by the Lagos State Governor, Olusola Sanwo-Olu, on 2nd February 2022. The new university will commence admission in the 2022-2023 academic session in the following colleges: College of Engineering and Technology, College of Environmental Design and Technology, College of Basic Science, College of Applied Social Science, and College of Agriculture. It is our fervent belief that with this landmark achievement, the institution will become one of the universities of choice in Nigeria within a short period of time. Distinguished participants, let me use this medium to appreciate you all for giving us the opportunity to host this edition of the conference as an opportunity that will be in the annals of history of this institution, as this is time COREG was held in the defunct Lagos State Polytechnic was between 25th to 27th August 2010 under the then able leadership of our dear Princess Adetope Adebola Kosoko. I am delighted to inform this special gathering that this year marks the 43rd year of the institution's existence, with a track record of consistently rich culture of academic excellence, which has given the defunct Lagos State Polytechnic its pride of place among the foremost polytechnics in Nigeria. Today, the defunct Polytechnic, LASUSTECH, remains the flagship of all state tertiary institutions in the state and emerged the first best state-owned polytechnic in Nigeria, as well as the second best in Nigeria by volumetric assessment, with over 60 PhD holders. I wish to place on record that within the 44 years of the existence of LASUSTECH, the Polytechnic had produced 8 registrars for other polytechnics in Nigeria, one of which is Mr. Kolawole Akode, the incumbent registrar of Kwara State Polytechnic. I therefore use this occasion to call on all administrators in our universities, polytechnics, and colleges to work together to work towards the goal of bringing registrars of all tertiary institutions under one umbrella body. At this point, I acknowledge and place on record the magnanimity of our education-friendly governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, in motivating staff of this institution through prompt payment of salary arrears, prompt and regular payment of salaries and other entitlements, thus boosting the morale of staff and enhancing productivity. We are indeed very grateful to our able leader. May I also seize this opportunity to express my profound gratitude to the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of Council, Professor Rashid Bola Ojikutu, the Acting Vice Chancellor, the Chief Host, Dr. Oluremi Olaleye, for graciously accepting to host this 82nd COREG meeting in this institution. My dear colleagues, join me in thanking them, without whose cooperation and support this meeting would not have been possible. Finally, as I welcome you all to the 82nd Conference of COREG in Lagos State University of Science and Technology, I wish you a pleasant experience and fruitful deliberations as you enjoy our modest hospitality. Ẹ káàbọ̀, Barika Desua, Ndewo. Once again, I welcome you all and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Registrar. I now invite the chairperson of COREG, the person of Ajari Alfan and Leka. When the woman is in charge, everything is calm. I know you will like that.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن Pro-Chancellor, Council, the Acting Vice Chancellor of the University and his management team, our distinguished colleagues, COREG, ladies and gentlemen, that is co-heads in all matters regarding the achievement of excellent technological education in Nigeria, or to generally ventilate the views of the conference and make known to governments and the public such conditions and difficulties affecting smooth running of our various institutions. 5, to promote and facilitate cooperation with members and directors in particular and with other staff in the institutions. 6, to collaborate with the National Board for Technical Education on matters relating to the development of polytechnics and colleges of technology in Nigeria. In pursuance of these objectives, COREG meets on quarterly basis with venues of meetings rotated among member institutions in order to foster better understanding and cohesion among members and to provide opportunity for us to experience the diverse cultures, traditions, and linguistic differences of the various ethnic groups in Nigeria. Here we are today, at Lagos, the center of excellence, home of vast cultures and traditions. As polytechnics and colleges of technology, we need to apply modern technology, practical knowledge that will usher in technological advancement and make life easier and more convenient. We are all aware that technology in Nigeria not only transforms, it's therefore our hope that the sector, the polytechnic sector, would be afforded the necessary funding and support. And the sector as well as the diverse institutions. I have said it before and I have said it now. I will continue to say it because it has created a vacuum which will take a very, very long period to bridge. However, the commitment of the workaholic governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, must be commended. It is therefore our sincere hope that the institution would excel to greater heights and be a force to reckon with. I wish also to express our sincere appreciation to the governing council, management staff, and secretaries.
Thank you, ma. Please, let's appreciate her. I now call on the chief host, the acting vice chancellor, Dr. Oluremi Lorutinolalere. However, one of the registrars just told me now that I should not call him doctor again. You said so, sir. Yeah, that the registrar should give him later. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not yet a professor. Let me be a professor after address me professor. You know, it's an academic environment. The representative, the special advisor on education, Lagos State Governor, who was represented by the permanent secretary, Prince Wahid Asani, the chairman of the governing council, erudite scholar Professor Rashid Kola Ojuku, ably represented here by Mrs. Yako Kuke, the acting deputy vice chancellor of me, Dr. Kola Godonu, God on us always, the registrar of the Polytechnic and University, a man with many portfolios, He is the registrar to the council for the Polytechnic, registrar to the council of the incoming university. He is the custodian of records. He is an Otumba. Today I got to know that he's also a prince. is a man of many portfolios. The boss of the Polytechnic, Mr. Registrars here present, Princess Adetope Kusoko and Mrs. Aderunke. Both of them are Adetope Aderunke. Deans and directors here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege and honor to welcome you to the Conference of Registrars of Polytechnics and Colleges of Technology in Nigeria. It is also a privilege for our Citadel of Excellence to host the 82nd COREG, which is the last the institution will be hosting and be participating as a polytechnic in view of the recent transportation of the Polytechnic to the University of Science and Technology. It is no longer for his unretired and unrelenting effort, continued effort to ensure the process is indeed timely in the history of our country. The nation at this time is in dire need of unconventional institutions that will take the issues of unemployment, social challenges, as well as fill up the technology gaps in the nation. We are indeed grateful for this upgrade, and we envision quality transformational change in the educational process of the institution and the entire nation at large. Distinguished registrars of polytechnics and colleges of technology, we are all aware that the role of registry in an academic institution cannot be overemphasized, being the heartbeat of the institution. This morning, when I was visited by the executive members, I said it is the central nervous system. The central nervous system controls the brain and the spinal cord. If anything happens to the two, it is finished. The registry department of any institution policies and procedures, thereby acting as a backbone. Also research and map out ways to build an objective and formidable registry on which cannot thrive on bias and rigidity, but on flexibility and creativity in interpreting the policies and processes of the institution. Like the saying goes, the law serve money. It is obvious in this current age that the 21st century registrar should be technology savvy and in tune with the evolving world of administration and as part in relevant areas in order to catch up with the emerging trends in the administrative sector as well as in the new normal. In conclusion, join us as 21st century leaders to keep improving on our people's skills as well as train our subordinates. I wish you a successful conference, and I do hope you'll have a good time in our serene environment. Distinguished ladies and
thank you, the Acting Vice Chancellor. I'd like to introduce the former rector of the Polytechnic, who is, I don't like it, but will do it by public figure, sir. Dr. Abdulaziz Lawa, you're welcome, sir.
I am honored to stand before you this afternoon to represent the Pro-Chancellor, Colleges of Technology in Nigeria. On behalf of the Governing Council and the management of the Lagos State University of Science and Technology, I welcome you and hope that you will enjoy the beautiful landscape and ambient environment of our campus. I am indeed very delightful to share this occasion with you and your members. This gathering is important for many reasons. Chief amongst which is the fact that the Office of the Registrar is the fulcrum and the engine room of the administration of every tertiary institution. Therefore, it is important
that the occupier of that apex position in the registry must possess the competencies and dexterity to guide and direct its administrative barometer through proper planning and implementation of its short, medium, and long-term goals. A registrar is expected to be well-versed in the organizational structures and operational procedures of the institution to the extent of ensuring that such experiences and capabilities are allowed to permeate with the principal officers of the institution, failing which there will be friction and crisis in the entire administrative system. We can continue without end to provide a long list of job specifications for a registrar, but what this shows is that the role of a registrar cannot be underplayed if the institution must survive. It is in this regard that I wish to commend you all for gathering in this hall to compare notes and share experiences for the purpose of optimizing the output of your work. There is no doubt that the individual experience is a function of the immediate environment in which the institution is located, and I am convinced that one of the principal objectives of
Before the interlude, we have some registrars just coming in. Dr. Muhammad Sani Musa, Registrar at Compoli, you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Dr. Mundur Ahmed, Federal Poly Nasarawa, you're welcome, sir. I also have Ms. Selena S. Gada, Registrar Federal Polytechnics, Shandam, Plateau State. About this anyone? Okay, sir. Please do.
All protocol observed. I'm Alhaji Adamu Usman, Registrar Federal Polytechnic, Mongolo from Borno State. You're welcome, sir.
Congratulations.
Deputy Chairman Maruf Musari Salau láti LASUSTECH Polytechnic Ire Ọ̀ṣun State ẹ káàbọ̀ Ṣẹlẹ̀rú àpò àpàlà àpò Ṣẹlẹ̀rú àpò.
technology. Muna tabbata muku da sawa da kuci daɗin wannan shiri. Mun da biya da makarantar makaranta muna da farin ciki da rayuwar labar. Mun ci daɗin wannan shiri. Allah ya sa maka alheri bane. Kun ruwa da fa.
Stop playing. Thank you. We are going to thank you. Obato, thank you. COREG, thank you. Another round of applause for them. These are students of our Center for Skills Acquisition. They are all students of the Polytechnics, now university. Please another round of applause. I have the permission of the chairman of COREG and the acting vice chancellor of the University of Science and Tech to call on one of our best, the trainer of most of us here. The woman has produced over 15 deputy registrars of countable, and that's the person of Princess Adebola Adekope Kosoko for her paper presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. It always feels good to be back at home. Mr. Akonde said, Obowale, I am Adebowale. I want to stand on all existing protocols behind time. But I want to warmly recognize the government and people of Lagos State for the honor done this great institution of ours. It is indeed a memorable season for those of us who are associated with the former Lagos State Polytechnic and now the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. I am happy to be a part of this history because the first letter that was written asking for a conversion is my family. And I'm happy to be a member of COREG for life. I want to congratulate the chairperson, Mrs. Maleka. I'm happy to have met you today. And I listened to your speech. I'm happy that you are steering the ship of this beautiful organization very well. I congratulate you, and I congratulate all the members of the executive. Damala, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you, and I'm glad you are doing well. We don't have much time, but I know why we are here is to listen to a few things. So I'll just cut short all the definitions. There's no baby amongst us registrars. We all know the meanings of most of these things that we're here to talk about. But the topic that was given to me is the universality of administration in tertiary institutions. And this is just the right topic for the right season that we are in now in the Lagos State Polytechnic, because the Lagos State Polytechnic is transmuted into the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. So the officers who are currently in the Polytechnic, they're the ones also steering the ship of the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. Are they qualified for this assignment? That is the question we are here to ask ourselves. Are they qualified for this assignment? Are the former officers of the Lagos State Polytechnic qualified to begin to lay the solid foundation for the Lagos State
University of Science and Technology? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, because when we talk about administration and management, if you are administering a tertiary institution in Kogi State, you can also administer a tertiary institution in Ondo State if you know the basics of administration and discussion. When I left as registrar of the Lagos State Polytechnic, the very first assignment I got was an international assignment. It was with the Ivory College, Portsmouth, in the United Kingdom. And the only reason why I got that appointment was because they knew I could use the experience I had gathered at the Lagos State Polytechnic to work even at the Ivory College. That was why I was offered that admission. So can anybody tell me why Dr. Nuruddin Olaide cannot stand as the acting vice chancellor, and why Shakiruddin Adetomokello cannot stand as the registrar of the Lagos State University of Science and Technology? Having said that, when we talk about universality, sorry, I have a paper, but usually I like speaking outside the paper. I hope you get the papers later. When we talk about universality, we're talking about the basics, the rudiments of administration and management. If you have it and you learned it in Lagos, you can use it in the UK. You can use it in the US. You can use it anywhere you find yourself. As long as you are within the same environment. And when we're talking of the same environment, we're talking of tertiary institution environment. And when we mean tertiary institution environment, tertiary institutions are institutions that the people who are admitted into those. If you are a manager in any of these institutions, you are fit to run and continue to manage any similar institution wherever it is that you find yourself. As long as you have the ability to plan, you have the ability to coordinate, you have the ability that whatever it is that is required. When one of our lecturers was talking the other time, she talked about the implementation of the rules and regulations that set up these institutions. As a registrar, as an administrator, as a manager, what you need to do to move that institution forward is how you interpret and implement whatever laws and rules and regulations that have been set up for that institution. So we will not bore ourselves with all the definitions that we have. What are the things that actually cut across tertiary institutions? We have the management setup, we have the council, which is the major, the highest governing body, then we have the senate or the academic board, then we have the different departments in the institution. There are common stakeholders in our tertiary institutions. Most of our tertiary institutions, we know, are either owned by the federal government, owned by the state government, or owned by private organizations. Some of them are religious organizations, and some of them are of private concerns. So if you have your business as an administrator and as a manager, you will be able to work and function properly in any of these organizations. When we talk about the stakeholders, we have the governing body, we have the state government, it could be the federal, it could be the state government, we have the immediate community, then we have the parents, we have the students, we have the employers. All these cuts across all tertiary institutions that any one of us can work in. You must have a council, you must have a senate or an academic board. The immediate community is there for you because you will not live on your own, you will live within the community. Then you have parents that you have to deal with. Then of course you have students. If you call yourself a tertiary institution, one of your core products must be the student. So you have the student. So as long as you have the students in a polytechnic sector, you have the students in a college of education sector, you have the students in a university sector, you can operate under any of these systems if you find yourself. Then when we talk about the meaning of administrator, I won't bore us about that and management into several things. If you possess these abilities and these items that he mentioned, you can find yourself in any organization and you'll be able to work there. You must be able to segregate duty. We do that, I'm sure. Division of labor. You have people who are working under you. There are many administrators. If you have that, then you are doing very well. If you apply it here, you can apply it there. So it's universal. You cannot do it on your own. If Mr. Bello can do it on your own, on his own, you wouldn't have registrars. If the acting vice chancellor can do it on his own, you wouldn't have acting deputy vice chancellor. So you need people to pass on the work to and people that will assist you. Then you must take authority and you must also be responsible. Everyone whom you are working with also knows that. Then there must be discipline. Any organization that is not disciplined or that does not pursue discipline, of course, will not grow. So you need to be disciplined, and it goes down the line. Then there must be unity of command. Everybody must recognize the boss. The acting vice chancellor is the boss. He reports to the rest work together to see that the administration of that particular institution goes on smoothly. There must be order. There must be stability. There must be a spirit of come. That means you must be able to work. You must recognize each other as people who are working together for the common goal of that particular institution. And if I don't give a general theory that can be applied to all levels of management and in every department. Be able to work under any kind of environment that you find yourself. Universality is the quality of being universal. That means what operates in Lagos and operates in the United Kingdom, just like what I mentioned to you earlier. What operates in Yaba College of Technology can operate in Kaduna Polytechnic. If we have the basics, if we all know the core of administration, and then the basics